Hello, citizens. My name is The Hero, and today I wanted to talk about my problem with Disney. That's right, this Disney adult, this Disney fan, this Disney nerd has had an issue with Disney for years, and one that I think most people don't really think about. I made a short on this a couple of months back, and obviously I was like, you know what, I think this would be great for a long form video, and something that I think a lot of people probably would feel like on par with. I had some negative feedback on it, and I think I have the answers for those questions as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. I think really the main issue of Disney is not the stories, it's not even what's going on with Disney currently. If you're a Disney fan, you probably just love Disney, so no matter what they put out, you're probably gonna be kind of biased, and that's how I am. I love everything Disney does. People were hating on Madam Web recently, and I still had a good time. I'm easily entertained when it comes to movies. But one of the things that does stand out to me that I think Disney should do going forward, and mainly because I didn't have it growing up, is that I believe the main issue is that there needs to be more stories revolved around Disney princes. And let me preface this by saying there's nothing wrong with the princess stories. And obviously there's a lot of male lead movies in Disney that obviously young kids and adults can love and attach to and feel relatable to. But really what I think is missing here is that that's great, but not every guy and every kid and boy is gonna be into that stuff. Not every boy wants to be a clone trooper or a Jedi or even a superhero. Some love the princesses. I've known multiple kids, people with kids that have boys and stuff that love Prince Aladdin or love the Beast or want to be like Prince Naveen from Princess and the Frog. And when I'm at Disney World, you see it all over the kids' faces. They light up when they meet the princes. They get so excited. Everyone loves Flynn Rider, bro. I mean, even me. I mean, that man's gorgeous.
He's not wrong.
But the one thing that is missing from these is there's not a story that is solely focused on a prince becoming a prince similar to how a princess does, or marrying into royalty. The only one we really have growing up, even in my era, was Aladdin, where Princess Jasmine was the side character. And I think if we had more of these stories in Disney, I feel like men would grow up loving Disney more. Because right now, if you talk to any guy on the street, most likely they do not like Disney. They either grow out of it when they get older. A lot of them focus on oh, it's about the princesses, it's all about lovey-dovey and da-da-da-da. And most of them grow out of it. And if they do become a fan of anything Disney related, it usually is Star Wars or Marvel. And that's great and all. There's an audience for that, obviously.
The new Star Wars is coming.
As we know, most kids watch Disney movies growing up. That's the most, G-rated stuff that people can watch. They don't have a prince to attach to, right? If they do, it's always a side character. And they're only really there as the love interest and to get the princess to become a royalty. And so really little boys don't have anyone to look up to besides people like Spider-Man and Indiana Jones and these adventure swashbuckling people. There's definitely kids out there that I'm sure would love a love romantic story around a prince, or how a prince became a prince, or something even similar to Aladdin, more stories like that, so little boys can find men that they can relate to and grow up and want to become. We have the princesses because women don't have a lot. And I agree. But I also think that there is more feminine males, more sensitive kids and boys that would also love prince stories. I mean, even at Disney World, you have the whole bippity boppity boutique, right? Which is where little girls can come in and dress up as their favorite princesses. They get this princess makeover, which is absolutely adorable, by the way. And then there's the boys, which obviously do the prince side. And I think really it's an audience that I feel like Disney could take advantage of. Considering myself, I love all the Disney movies. I love all the Disney princes and princesses, all of them. I love everything. But I do wish that there was a prince that I would have grown up to or grown up with that I would have been I want to be like that guy. I want to be like him. And the only one I could relate to was in my later years, which was Flynn Rider. Everyone wanted to be that perfect male. And of course, Aladdin, because you can't forget the OG. The Beast, I mean, he at least shared time with Belle. So at least he had some, something there.
There may be something there that wasn't there before.
But even him, I mean, he was a beast half the movie, which is hard to relate to as a child. I don't know. I feel like there's this like missing era in Disney, and this era is something that I think kids would relate to a lot. And I feel like it would open up a different pathway for kids to grow up in a different form of media. Like instead of always being the macho man save the day, we could have a prince that gets saved by the princess, right? You know, something like that where it switches the roles a little bit. Maybe I'm just going on a little rant and something that maybe I'm the only one that feels, but if you're a guy, you know, let me know, because I feel like there's more guys out there like this. And I'm telling you, like, people are hating on Disney here recently and the stories they're making and all that, but I feel like if they just put out a really good Prince story, literally just blows people away because it's different. It's something that is very similar to what Disney has already done with the princess stories, but you reverse the roles and just make it a male-centered character that gets saved by a princess or something. Maybe this is male ego, but I feel like this is something that would go viral. It would make billions of dollars. People would absolutely love it. I guess one could argue that we also had like Simba from The Lion King. I guess, I mean, technically he is a prince, but again, it's not like it's almost like it's not a human character. You know, we need a human character besides Aladdin, guys and boys can relate to. Because really, like, even when I'm at Disney World, like, they always have these, like, you know, the Disney ears that come out, and a lot of times for the guy side, there's not a lot really for them that comes out. And I know guys, like friends of mine and stuff, that love the Disney ears, right? And there's no, like, anytime something drops, it's always like a Disney princess themed something. But like at the same time, I'm like, I want some like Elsa, you know, ears. And same thing with, you know, the princes. Like, give me a Flynn Rider ear. Why is there no Flynn Rider ears? Come on, Disney. You know what I mean? Like, they always get the best ears, and I'm like, dude, there's guys out here that would love a Snow White pair of ears. When I went to Box Lunch recently, they had unisex shirts that were focused on like the princes, and I thought that was super cool. Or at least even side characters similar to like Meg from Hercules, which is my favorite Disney film. And I was able to get a Meg shirt. Like, that's super cool to me, like doing these like almost niche characters that has a fan base we don't see enough of. So anyways, again, this is just a short video of me talking and your ears off probably about an idea, because right now I feel like a lot of little boys specifically are very attached to Mickey Mouse, and that's great, and Goofy, and you know, these other male characters that they can absolutely love. But when it comes to the Prince stories, it's just like, it's almost like lackluster, and it's almost like you can't really be attached to them because it's not their story. It's about the princesses at that point. And I love when little boys love, you know, Ariel and love Rapunzel, but I feel like if there was more meet and greets at Disney World, or even just movies centered around a prince or a prince story, feel like Disney's audience would grow in a much better way. Again, this is all just my feelings, and I just wanted to put it into a video. I did it in a couple of months back, and I got pretty good response on it, and guys were coming out into the comments being like, dude, I wish this was a thing. I wish we had someone else besides Aladdin to like look up to when I was growing up. And I love that. I love that there's other people that kind of feel the same way I do. So if you do, let me know down in the comments below what you think about this. Like, do you think there should be more Prince stories in Disney's, and having, you know, the roles reversed for princesses save the day? Because again, that could work amazingly on the female side of things. But anyways, check out this video right here, because you'll probably like this. If you enjoyed this one and you guys stay till the end of this one, I appreciate it. Subscribe, and until the next video, bye-bye.